We are going to cut out our bear first. Please remember scissor safety when using scissors in the art studio. We never leave our seat with our scissors. That's called walking with scissors. If you need to leave your seat, put your scissors down and go take care of your business. All right, so the first step in cutting out our bear is we actually have a lot of paper left over. So what I like to do is I like to free the shape or free my bear. So I'm going to roughly cut out some of the extra paper. I'm going to use one hand to turn the paper and the other hand to nibble, nibble, nibble. Not messy eating with our scissors like chomp, chomp, chomp. So they're hungry, open them wide, and I'm going to nibble and free my shape, which is my bear. I'm kind of going in the shape of a oval. And I'm not being really neat right now. I'm just freeing my bear from the paper. And you're gonna have some paper scraps, so please take that to the recycling bin. Now, after you've freed your bear from most of the paper, that's when you can go back and cut out your actual bear and take your time. So where I'm going to cut is along the edges of my black paint. I don't want to cut off my black paint because that is the outline of our bear. So I'm going to cut close to the edge of that black paint. And if you don't cut off all the white paper, that's okay. But this is where you're using one hand to turn the paper and the other hand is just focusing on nibbling, opening and closing those scissors. And I like to even chop that part off so that it's free and it's not in the way. And you're gonna have to carefully go around all the body parts of the bear. Now, when most of your white paper is cut off, you still might see some areas that have white paper. And I like to go back and kind of give it an extra haircut because I missed that spot. And we want to be consistent when we're cutting. So because I don't see most of the white paper, I'm going to be consistent, which means keeping up the same technique that I was using. And I'm going to cut off all those white parts that I see still on my bear. I have finished cutting out my bear and giving it a haircut. Now I am ready to glue my bear to my background. So using your messy mat, get it ready, and I want you to flip your bear to the white side of the paper, and opening the glue, you're going to now glue down your bear. Now you will have a paint brush or a glue brush on your tray, dipping our brush into the glue. We're going to wipe, and I'm going to pretend that my glue brush is a bunny. So my glue brush is gonna hop all the way around the edges of my bear, not painting, but it's just gonna hop around making dots of glue. And you wanna do this part kind of fast because if you take way too long and work way too slow, it's going to be dry by the time you get all the way back around. So work kind of fast when you're applying the glue, not sloppy, but just being mindful of the pace that you're working with or working at. And when you have glue all around the edges, you're going to think carefully about where you're going to place your bear. I want mine kind of towards the center and the bottom because I don't want him floating, but I want him near the edge bottom of my artwork. And when I feel like I'm confident in the placement of my bear, I'm going to give it a quick press, just a quick one. Flip it over to the back, and y'all know we're gonna give it a nice massage using some pressure. I'm kind of rubbing it back and forth. I would do this for about maybe 15 to 20 seconds. You can count in your head. And after you've given a pretty good massage, some of the bear might still be sticking up. So we call that waking up. And if that happens, no big deal. Just take your glue brush and only lift up the part that wasn't stuck down. So I'm gonna put some dots over here by the feet. Give it a good press. I'm gonna give it a few more dots on the back of the bear's head. Give it a good press and it should stick down. At the end of class, please make sure your glue brushes are laying down on the tray to dry. Your glue box is closed. Your scissors are put away as well with your scraps. They go in the blue recycling bin. And your artwork will be turned into the artwork folder, not the drying rack, but the artwork folder.